This is how electrolyte abnormalities might manifest on EKG. Hypocalcemia causes a narrow QRS and a prolonged QT segment. This is secondary to a prolonged ST segment. U waves may also be present. A U wave is shown here. These electrolyte abnormalities on EKG are helpful when diagnosing your electrolyte issue after a massive transfusion protocol. You can have hypocalcemia after a massive transfusion protocol due to citrate binding from blood product preservatives. Another electrolyte abnormality is hypercalcemia, where you'll have a widened QRS and a shortened QT, secondary to a shortened ST segment. This is easy to remember because it's the opposite of the changes that you see in hypocalcemia. In hypercalcemia, you can have a J wave or an Osborn wave, as shown here, which might be present in very severe hypercalcemia. Hypokalemia is another possible electrolyte abnormality. This narrows the QRS, so it's more like hypocalcemia in this case. Hypokalemia can also prolong the QT syndrome, and you might also have flattened or inverted T and U waves. Hyperkalemia is the last electrolyte abnormality on this slide. This widens the QRS, so more like hypercalcemia, and it also has peaked T waves. You can also have hyperkalemia after a massive transfusion protocol from the red blood cell breakdown and the release of intracellular potassium. In hyperkalemia, you'll have a prolonged PR interval, and as it worsens, your PR interval will continue to lengthen, lose amplitude, and can disappear completely. In very high levels of potassium, you'll end up with a sinusoidal EKG.